We all have people we admire and look up to, but some people can take admiration way too far. Hello everyone, my name is Anya, and in this video we're going to take a look at what happened on this day in the year 1999, the disappearance and murder of Rachel Barber. On the 1st of March 1999, 15-year-old Rachel Barber left the dance factory in Melbourne, Australia, where she was a full-time dance student. The eldest of three sisters, Rachel was a talented and aspiring dancer, very popular with her peers. She was considered responsible and mature for her age, so it came as a shock to her parents when she failed to meet her father at the tram station that evening. As the hours went by and Rachel still had not returned, her parents reported her missing and an investigation began. Investigators began to track down Rachel's steps on the day she went missing. Witnesses who were on the same tram as Rachel stated that she had gotten off the tram with a woman they described as plain-looking with dark hair. When they checked Rachel's phone records, investigators discovered that she had been in contact with 19-year-old Caroline Reed Robertson. Robertson was a former next-door neighbour of the Barber family and had often babysat for Rachel and her two younger sisters. But what the Barbers didn't know was that Caroline had developed a very, very dark obsession with Rachel. Growing up, Caroline Reed Robertson suffered from very, very low self-esteem. She kept multiple diaries and journals where she described herself as ugly, fat, weird, spotty, and useless. In contrast, Caroline saw Rachel Barber as perfect. With her beauty, talent, and likeable personality, for Caroline, Rachel represented everything that she wanted to be. Even after she moved away, Caroline's obsession with Rachel never faded and grew to the point where Caroline decided that she wanted to be Rachel Barber. Please note, I did not say be just like Rachel Barber. I said be Rachel Barber. The night before she went missing, Caroline Reed Robertson contacted Rachel and asked if she could potentially help her for a school project in exchange for some money. Rachel agreed and promised not to say anything to her family. The following day, after finishing her classes, Rachel met up with Caroline and together the two of them went to Caroline's apartment. Caroline had Rachel do some relaxation exercises as part of the project, and once Rachel was calm and relaxed, Caroline strangled her to death with a computer cord. When investigators went over to Caroline's apartment on the 12th of March, they discovered Caroline Reed Robertson unconscious after suffering an epileptic seizure. She was taken to hospital and investigators had a search around her apartment. Alongside her diaries and letters where she laid out plans to hurt Rachel, investigators also discovered an application for a birth certificate under the name Rachel Elizabeth Barber. At the hospital, Caroline Reed Robertson ultimately confessed to murdering Rachel. Rachel Barber's body was discovered on the grounds of Caroline Reed Robertson's family farm. Caroline Reed Robertson was ultimately arrested and charged with the murder of Rachel Barber. In 2000, she pled guilty and she was sentenced to 20 years in prison with a minimum term of 15 years. In 2015, to the shock of the Australian public, Caroline Reed Robertson was released on parole. Since her release, she has maintained a low profile and has stayed out of the public eye. The murder of Rachel Barber is one of the most bizarre and tragic cases to ever hit Australia. A beautiful and talented dancer had her whole life ahead of her, but her future was tragically cut short by a person who let their admiration and obsession go way too far. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. My name is Anya and we just looked at what happened on this day.